What's up, everybody, and welcome to Very Real Tournament, a comedy battlecast that pits two very real opponents against each other in a very real fight. And today, I'm learning about actions and their consequences, because today's fight was chosen by my brother Joey, and I feel like in a petty response to a certain fight that I fought for, which was Hawkeye versus Hot Guy, the hilarious bit we did a few episodes ago. And Joey's getting some retaliation because he chose this fight, and it is between the boys from D-Tent from the movie Holes, and I guess the book as well.
Chill.
Fuck you. I feel like I'm being held hostage right now. And the children from the seminal baseball flick.
The Dennis Leary film.
The Dennis Leary vehicle, The Sandlot.
You are killing me. Smalls.
You're killing me. You're hitting me, Dennis Leary. So I feel like
He hit him.
That kid is so
he hit
afraid
him.
of Dennis Leary the whole time. And something you don't notice when you're a kid, but I watched it as an adult and I was like, oh, God. Bill, Dad, is definitely smacking Smalls around. For sure.
Smacking Smalls.
But, you know what? We'll talk about that more. Or less, hopefully. I don't know.
We'll get into the child abuse later.
Yeah, obviously. When we get into this fight, we have that voice. Should sound familiar to all you listeners out there.
I'm back.
He's back.
Baby.
And once again, I'm not going to say who until he says his name when we do our roundabout, which is right now. I'm Nick Potter.
I'm Joey Potter.
Colin Sage.
Butler Carter.
And it's about to get very real. Oh my God. All right. Guys, it turns out it is actually super hard to dig a 6 foot wide, 6 foot deep hole. Butler, your yard has a giant hole in it now. And now I know what those kids go through every day.
It's actually 5 feet.
Well, I went and did the extra mile and made it 6 feet deep, 6 feet wide. So maybe I'm just more hardcore than those kids. Also, Butler, I built a giant sandlot in your backyard too. So there's a big 6 foot deep hole.
Is that home plate? They slide into it.
Slide into the hole.
Head first.
Yeah. You have to like golf swing your ball and it rolls down and they have to hit it out. I've created a new sport.
I'm okay with it.
That's just cricket.
Oh.
That already exists.
Fuck.
I might make the hole into a pool.
A second pool?
Yeah, I want to.
Oh, so you have an above ground and an underground?
Yeah, and a sandlot.
Oh, maybe like a deprivation chamber.
Oh, you know what, Butler? I'm looking outside. There are a bunch of ragtag children out there playing in your backyard.
They look like they're from the 50s.
They look like they're from the 50s.
60s.
Okay, your dog's going after them, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Not
She's
unlike...
really scary. She still has the suit from Halloween.
Right. And you have a giant puppet of her, like a giant dog puppet that makes her seem bigger to children.
The references
than she
are
actually
getting
is.
deeper and
I know.
deeper.
And
Sorry,
I hope
Is Butler an old
No, I said
blind
Halloween.
He's
I
an-
misspoke.
he's an old blind baseball player.
It was July 4th.
Yeah, no, I hope that everyone that's listening has seen The Sandlot and also Holes.
Right.
Otherwise, what are you doing in here? Because I'm referencing the shit out of them. That's right. Joey is punishing me for my fun idea with his idea that...
Dope idea.
What?
Dope idea.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's not a pun or it's not super funny to hear, but we're going to make these children battle. But before we get into the fight, Joey has a small story to share with us. Joey, take it away.
Yeah, so I just want to preface this by, talking about, how I view movies. I try to go in with as least knowledge as possible. I see them as a spectacle,
Mm-hmm.
I bought all the nice TV and the nice stuff to
Be a snob about it.
It's not. It can be. I guess I'm snobby. I'm a fidelity snob.
Yeah, Joey
Fine.
won't watch a movie at home unless it's on 4K.
Right, laser disc.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
like, Joey,
laser
they don't
disc.
sell Sandlot in 4K. He's like, I can't watch it then. I just have to remember it.
Yeah, that's me. But
I have to watch YouTube clips. Is
4K
YouTube in
memory.
4K yet?
some of it, but it's compressed to
Not
shit. and
not
it's still
the
not
not
true
the
4K.
old Sandlot clips, probably.
Like, even if you watch 4K streaming, it's probably not really 4K. That's why I
Snobby
go the
talk.
extra mile for the Blu-rays. I just want to see the stuff as pretty as possible, as big and loud as possible. Movies are a spectacle.
I want to see these holes as pretty as and spectacly as
Deep as
possible.
possible.
Damn it.
So I also don't watch trailers. I go to the extent of putting headphones in and closing my eyes in the movie theater.
Oh yeah, when we go to the movies with Joey, sometimes he'll just leave during the trailers.
Yeah.
He'll sit down and then the trailers start. He leaves and just like goes and sits outside and plays Pokemon Go on his phone and then comes back in.
Trailers are super bad these days. It's like you can telegraph the whole fucking movie from a trailer, and it's garbage. I want to see the big explosions in my face and all that kind of stuff. I don't want to know much about it. So I did this with a little movie called Mission Impossible Fallout. Mm-hmm. I didn't see a single trailer. All I knew about that movie was Tom Cruise broke his ankle and he flew a helicopter. Right. I didn't know about the bathroom fight. I didn't know about any shit. I knew Henry Cavill had a mustache. That's it.
Well, it's because he didn't have a mustache in Justice League.
Exactly. And that's the only reason why I knew like Henry Cavill was in it.
Right.
Hold up. Are you complaining about movies getting spoiled while simultaneously spoiling a movie for all of us right
There's
now?
a bathroom fight. It's in the trailer that people
Now I can't watch it.
actively watch. Fuck you. All right. So here's what's bullshit. First off, watching the movie starts, right? I've made it. That's the biggest relief I have when watching movies is when the movie's starting because I'm not avoiding any more trailers.
Right.
I'm just going to go in. Mission Impossible starts with a fucking Mission Impossible trailer.
What?
The title sequence of Mission Impossible is a trailer for Mission Impossible. That movie.
Oh, so it showed everything.
It
that
showed
was
the
gonna
bathroom,
happen?
part of the bathroom fight. It showed like stunts and like crazy. It's nuts. I can't even get away with just going to watch the movie and not any trailers without seeing a trailer for the movie.
Dag, what if that's just the future? You go to see Infinity War, and it's just like...
Here it is.
Have you seen it?
Here it
There's
is.
trailers for trailers now.
No,
Like there's
there
a
is.
quick, if you're like scrolling through Instagram or something, you'll come on a thing that looks like a trailer. It's real fast. It's like 10 seconds. And then at the end of it, it's like, you know, like Jurassic Park, and you see all these clips of dinosaurs or whatever, and then it says like Jurassic Park trailer in 3, 2, 1. And it's like, but I just watched a 15-second trailer. I just watched a teaser, and it's
I guess
just a
that's true.
teaser
I have
for the
seen
trailer
those.
you're
It's
about
just,
to
yeah,
watch.
it's just like flashes of action, and then it goes into the trailer.
Yeah, imagine that, but it's flashes of scenes and then it's the movie.
Right, yeah, it's like the Avengers Infinity War logo pops up, and then Thanos is just like snapping people out of existence. You're like, oh, I guess I can leave now.
But okay, so I just wanted to preface that because that's not exactly what this is about. This is
Okay.
my experience watching Mission Impossible.
Okay.
So I went on Discount Tuesday. So there wasn't a whole lot of people there. Somehow I saw this movie. 90% of the theater, besides me and my friend, were old people. Like
Well, yeah, they love the Tom
like
Cruise.
50
Tom
and
Cruise
above.
is old.
Yeah.
He's 50 and above.
So we start this movie, and I'm sitting there, and then there's an empty seat next to me, and then there's two ladies of this saying of makes it gonna sound racist. Two Asian ladies sitting next to me.
Two ladies of Asia.
Of Asia. Yeah, I was just like, I painted myself into a corner.
Yeah.
So we start to watch this movie, and I notice this lady is reacting to every single bit that happens. Like, if there's like a punch, she's going, huh. If there's like a shot, she's like, oh. If there's like a plot, like one-liner like moment or something, she's like, and I'm like,
Very visceral movie watcher.
my God, because there's only the theater's probably like 15% filled.
Right.
Like there's barely anyone in there. There were the only other people on our row.
Right.
So we get into stuff, and it's everything, dude. It's like every time someone gets hit. You know how many times people get hit in a Mission Impossible movie? Especially that movie. That movie is nonstop action for 2.5 hours. It's so fucking long.
She had a dry throat, and she was exhausted by the end of that movie.
Dude, it was insane, man. Like, that bathroom fight, it was a really good fight because, like, you know, good action choreography, they usually drop the music out. So it's just quiet, and you're just hearing the hits.
Right.
Dude.
So
Oh my God. Oh my God. And it was like,
Maybe she had never seen a movie before.
dude, that's my entire thought process through the whole fucking movie was just like, have you never seen a movie? Or at least been to the movies?
I wonder what she'd say to, like, Avenger.
Dude,
I have a question though.
What's up?
Like,
How's that guy doing magic?
How much did it ruin your movie?
it ruined the whole movie.
So why didn't you just move?
Yeah, why didn't you just get up and move?
Because the theater was probably quiet enough that I could still hear her.
But probably not as well as her sitting 2 seats
But
away.
again, like, it's just like I'm in the moment. I'm just trying to watch the movie, and
You
it's
should
one
have
thing-
started
I feel like
reacting
you-
bigger than her.
Well, here's where it got fucked up. Where when there was the music would drop out and there's a tense moment, her friend would go before the thing happened.
So her friend was a precog, like in that Tom Cruise movie.
No, because then the other lady would react and then
To her
punch her in the arm, like being like, "Stop."
Oh, so the lady was
she's-
aware of her friend and making fun of her.
Yes.
That's pretty good. You should have sat next to her, and there could have been like a whole chain reaction.
Dude, it's just like the thing about it is that movie was nonstop action. I can't remember most of it because I was so fixated in my head of like, what should I do? This is pissing me off. I'm so mad right now. Because again, months and months and months of avoiding articles, avoiding trailers and all this shit. And then this fucking 50-year-old woman who apparently has never seen a movie before doesn't care that she's in public. It was insane. Other people were laughing at her by the end of it.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Yeah, like everyone in the theater could hear her. And like there's like the end fight, where again the music drops out and it's just like this brutal thing and she's just like, "Oh my god. Oh.
How's Tom Cruise going to get out of this one?
I was fuming by the end, and my friend who knows about me that I take movies quote unquote seriously, where I just want the experience, was just laughing at me like the whole time. He's like, "It's so funny that it's you
That it's happening to?
that it's happening
It sounds,
to me."
Joey, I'm going to give you a
kinda
piece
wish
of
I was
advice. Well, yeah, because Butler would have also just laughed at you.
I would've laughed at her.
You should have changed your perspective and laughed at all of this happening, and had a better time.
Just like
because
that.
now you'll always remember that movie though, because
But
that
not
lady-
what happens.
Right, but you'll remember the
Right,
experience.
it's experience. You're
And now-
going to see movies out somewhere.
I remember the first time I went to see the movie Jarhead. Okay, Jake Gyllenhaal.
The
I think
first
I was
time?
with you.
Oh, here it is.
You watched it more than once?
Well, no,
Sorry.
Butler.
Oh,
The first
Oh my
time I
God.
went to see the movie Jarhead, it was sold out. So I had to go to the parking lot next to the movie theater, which was a Meijer that you worked at, Butler. And me and my friends were all standing around trying to figure out what to do. And a cop came up and asked us if we were having a circle jerk.
What?
What?
He rolled up and said, "What is this, some kind of circle jerk?" And we were like, "No, we were trying to see the movie Jarhead starring Jake Gyllenhaal and I think Jamie Foxx."
yeah, I'm pretty sure. I thought Jamie Foxx as well, so now he's in that movie.
Now he's in that movie.
Yeah.
And then, he just beat all of us.
Oh,
No,
okay.
he just like made some sexual innuendo to a bunch of like teenage male boys, and we were just like, "What?" Because I guess we were trespassing.
because you were circle jerking. You're
Yeah.
like, I didn't think anybody would ever say anything.
Damn, I thought we were intimidating people.
We're going to see Jarhead, but our wieners are still out.
So, and then later I saw the movie Jarhead. Don't remember what happens in it, but I do remember that time. So there you go. Now you have a story. But next time that happens to you, and there will be a next time, because life, just start reacting louder.
Yeah. Hey, bud, it could be so much worse. I had some good family friends, and if you watched a movie with their whole family, each member of the family would repeat lines back, like under their breath. But they all did it, and not at the same times, but they'd spread it out, so it was like... So
Almost every line of the movie.
Right, and even if it wasn't a funny line and they were laughing at it,
Told
it
them
was
to-
just like...
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Like, I remember watching Quantum of Solace. I don't remember anything of that movie, because he'd be
Because
like...
nothing happened.
He'd be like, Bond, James Bond. And then one of them would be like, oh, Bond, James Bond. Every line. And he'd just be like, Moneypenny, we're going to get this thing. And someone would go, Moneypenny, we're going to get this thing. But they wouldn't do it to where it was like they didn't know they were doing it. But they all did it.
Oh my
and
God.
so every line, you'd hear somebody like mumble the line back. Or they just say it back. Like without even laughing, sometimes they just be like, Money. It was
Just
it
thinking
was the
out loud.
weirdest thing.
Whoa, dude.
and they
You said
all
this is
did
your
it.
Family?
Yeah, it was like a friend and their family, and the
Oh,
friend did
not
it,
his family.
but it
I
would
thought you
kind of
said
be
your
spread
family.
out like through a
Right.
movie. Like the friend would, sometimes like people repeat back a joke, like
Sure.
a one-liner if they hear it, but it wasn't just one-liners; it was
Right.
just anything. But then if you got them all together, it'd
did
be like
almost the whole
every
movie.
line in
Yeah.
the movie, one of them would like repeat it under
Oh,
their
it's
breath,
infuriating.
and the other ones didn't notice.
Crap.
I was like,
I wish I could be that like blissful. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like and like non-observant, because Donovan, who is much more blissful than I am, didn't. I was like, you probably heard about a third. He's like, yeah, I didn't hear it most of the time. And I was just like, you son of a bitch.
You got to be like that guy and just like zone it out and get in that Tom Cruise zone, the danger zone. Brought it all back together. All right, let's stop talking about other shit and talk about this fucking fight on this podcast, which is Very Real Tournament. We have a returning guest. His name is Colin Sage.
choo-choo-choo.
He works for himself at Hippo Head Forge.
Yes.
Which we'll talk about that again at the end of the podcast. He makes weapons, and it's funny enough, these children that are battling are going to have some weapons. Are they going to be forged by Hippo Head Forge? I don't know yet. We'll find out.
I don't know if he can forge some of the stuff that I.
I'll ask you
Thanks
questions.
for bringing
about
me
it.
on your show and then shitting in my mouth. You think I can't forge? What? I don't know.
We'll find out.
What? Yeah, I don't want to spoil it.
We'll see if you. We'll play a game. Can Colin forge it?
Okay.
So stay tuned for that. But once again, we have the boys from D-Tent, from Holes. We're talking Shia LaBeouf and the rest,
Right. Sam Witwicky
and all of the other ones.
colorful cast of characters.
Zero was in Friday After Next.
Okay.
Whoa.
A bunch of young offenders. And then facing off against them are the children of the Sandlot. Benny the Jet Rodriguez and the rest. We'll get into
No,
who
he's not the main character of the movie.
he
It's
kind
Ham.
of is.
Ham is the main character.
Hamilton
Smalls
Porter.
and the guy he's killing.
Yeah.
So
Smalls and Dennis Leary. Yeah, so they're going to be facing off, but we're doing it a little bit different this time because we're not just going to have children run at each other and start punching each other, or even using their respective tools from each movie, one being a baseball bat, the other being a shovel. Instead, we're going to do this Battle Royale style.
What?
We're dropping all these children on an island. We have each written down 5 weapons that we're going to be choosing from this hat. It's Butler's hat. It's very nice.
This is a very visual episode, but you know.
It's okay. We're trying, guys. We're just having fun.
We're gonna paint you all a picture.
Yeah,
you know?
with our mouth words.
our word mouths.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Same.
Look into my mouth. You'll see some stuff.
So on team mouth stuff is
Wait, which one's mouth stuff?
on
Yeah.
on team holes
Right.
Yeah.
is Joseph and Colin.
Yes.
And then the Sandlot team, the
Great Bambinos.
the great Hambinos.
There you
I
go.
like it.
Myself and my friend Butler.
It's me.
So let's dive into who each of these teams are, and then we're gonna get into the Battle Royale stuff.
Yeah.
So Joey, Colin, start us off with some D10 holes knowledge.
All right. So first up, we have. First of all, I want to say Holes, one of my favorite movies from when I was littler. Mm-hmm. I wasn't
This
that
is a-
little.
yeah,
I
this was a
10 or
2003
11 when
joint.
it came out. But yeah, I love Holes. Love Sandlot as well. This is the marrying of two things that I love.
Yeah, I'm with you, man.
Yeah.
Because this, the Holes is the first movie I ever bought advance tickets to on Fandango.
Was Fandango a thing in
Yeah,
2003?
it was. You had to like print them out on your computer, and yeah,
I love
because
that
I thought that the theater was gonna be packed. Because I was like, surely everyone loves Holes as much as I do.
Everyone.
And what was it? There's no point buying those tickets ahead of time.
I'm glad it's so sacred to both of you because up until this episode, I never seen Holes.
Yeah.
And I never read the book. I knew nothing about it. I knew it was like the book was popular in like those scholastic book fairs.
Oh, yeah.
But I was too poor for books. I mean, honestly, I would have loved to have had holes as a kid.
My fourth grade teacher actually read this book to me. Like she had like a book time where she would just walk around the class and like read the book.
Oh, okay.
So-
It sounded like it was an individual secret time.
Right.
You were like,
Oh no!
just like either in an empty room with her or in like a small closet with her.
Right.
Well, okay, Joseph, you come into the book closet now. The
I'll read
secret,
you a
the,
chapter of holes.
the secret
No.
book closet.
Come
See,
into my hole.
I imagine. Ew.
What?
I imagine.
Maybe it's not bad.
I imagined that everyone was in the classroom, including Joey, and she was just right next to him, whispering in his ear.
Yeah, I don't know how to read, guys.
Everything was just read to him his
Fourth
whole
grade.
life.
I was 9 years old. Didn't know how to read.
It's all right.
But no, so yeah, I love holes. Let's get it started.
Yeah,
with
pop it off.
I'll give you a little description of caveman,
All right.
otherwise known as Stanley Yelnats, otherwise known as Pile of Buff.
Yeah.
Pile above.
A buff pile.
Otherwise known as an actual cannibal.
He's referring to that video. All right.
2 suits, 2 tokens in hand.
Damn it!
Got no respect because he's the new man. Got his shovel, shoes full of sand. Check out the tag, the name is Caveman.
I can't believe I gave you another movie
I was
with
so
a fucking song.
psyched when I started watching that movie, and I was like, oh my god, there's another musical number.
God damn it. Well, they don't all do that. They don't all have rap verses, Joey, so you can't do this to me all day.
So-
You can't hide. You can't take me hostage like this.
Let's move on next to Theodore. Don't know his last name. Also known as Armpit.
Yep.
Right.
ARMPI to the T.
I'm just going to drink my beer while he's doing this.
What is that you smelling, dog? That's him. I can't rhyme it because it was me.
Right.
He don't take no showers and he don't brush his teeth. All he do is eat holes.
Fuck, can you stop this bit now, Joey?
Yeah, that's
Anyway,
fine.
there's some other kids.
He digs holes,
What do
eats,
you
and
guys do?
sleeps. God.
I knew I was gonna fuck it up. But yeah, there's Armpit. He smells bad.
Yeah.
Then we have Zero,
Yeah.
Hector Zeroni. He is good at digging holes, and he can't read.
He's a
Much
master
like I
shoveler.
couldn't in 4th grade when my teacher read this book to me.
And he's like 8. He's like way younger than the rest of the
Right.
kids.
He's like 3 feet tall.
Yeah.
And then there's let's see, we got X-Ray,
Yeah.
kind of the leader of the bunch, the leader that he just claimed to be. I don't know why he
it's
is.
prison rules, so he probably fucked somebody
Yeah.
and or beat the shit out of them and took their glasses or something.
he's
Like he doesn't even need them.
He's named X-Ray because he has glasses. That's it. He actually can't see shit.
Mm-hmm.
And but yeah, X-Ray. Oh no, it's Pig Latin for Rex, which is his real name. Then we have Squid.
Yep, that's all we need to know about him.
He's there. That's
Yeah.
about it.
He has a really annoying accent in that movie.
He sees the clouds and he's like, "It's right there!" Like the most awful accent ever.
Yeah.
Then we have Magnet.
Yeah, he steals things, right, Joey?
Yeah, he has little magnets on his fingers. Not really. He didn't do that procedure
Right.
that you get like $2,000 from or whatever. His name is Jose. He's the only Hispanic one. The book made sure to point that out.
Wow.
And then we have, to round it out, we have Zigzag,
Mm-hmm.
who is, he's just like a lanky, paranoid freak.
Yeah.
That's kind of how he's represented
Mm-hmm.
throughout the whole time. And that's D10, you know? They dig holes every day.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, now we're gonna move on to Sandlot. Me and Butler are gonna talk about that. Let's go, Butler. Kick it off.
All right, so picture 1962, summer, just every town that you've ever seen
Yeah.
in 1962. And that's where we're at. And we're on the sandlot of that town, which is a small...
Hand down.
a small baseball field. It's a little rundown, you know, fence around it.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, yeah, you can picture that. 'Cause you've
In
probably
any
seen the
other
movie.
town, gangs would hang out there.
Yes, but here
not-
it's just a baseball.
We're in the
man
valley
game.
over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Super
just
innocent.
yeah, and you got a bunch of kids that just come there every day and play baseball.
They look a little ragtag too.
Yeah, and then you got the new kid in town, Scotty Smalls,
Yeah.
and he is an L7 weenie.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, the kid's a square.
It's one of the 4 notes
Oscar
I wrote
Mayer
down.
even, foot long,
Yeah.
Dodger dog, a weenie.
right. and he doesn't even know who the Great Bambino is.
He's such an idiot. His stepdad, Dennis Leary, has all this baseball memorabilia and stuff, and has never heard of Babe Ruth.
Right.
Yeah.
You think he's allowed to even look at that stuff?
No, because he's in that room stealing that baseball.
Right.
But
And his mom's like, he doesn't like you to be in here and touch his stuff.
Don't touch his stuff.
Remember
please.
what happened last time?
let's not get back there.
Okay, sorry. It seemed a little weird this
But
time.
he is a smart man. He's a smart kid.
Yeah.
He almost got a B once, but he got an A minus. But he deserved a B.
Right.
He said
Straight A's otherwise.
He has an erector set.
Yeah. We'll get into all that later. From there, we have Benjamin Franklin Rodriguez.
You mean Benny the Jet?
Right. He is just he's a kid prodigy, baseball prodigy.
Yeah.
All he wants to do is play baseball
kind of a-
every single day.
He's kind of a sociopath.
Yeah.
Where he just forces these kids to play baseball all the time, and
if he's not playing, he's itching.
Yeah.
he's scratching. Also, he just produces hats and gloves.
And baseballs.
He's just Small's I don't have a glove. He's pulls it out of his pants. He's like, here it is. And he's like, I don't have another hat. And he's like, pulls it out of his pants. He's like, here it is. So I
We have a
assume
superpower.
he's just filled with gloves and hats.
Well, I think it's because he plays at multiple Sandlots, so he's got to keep changing his stuff to match.
Put a mustache on.
He wrote
Also, he's 30. The other kids are 10.
I know he's way bigger than all of them.
right. Then you got Kenny De Nunez.
De Nunez.
The Nunez
De Nunez?
idiot.
My bad. All right, he's the pitcher.
Yeah.
Wears his hat backwards.
Yeah,
Token
he
black
does.
guy.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Just keeping away from it.
Throws the heat.
Then you got Timmy and Tommy Timmons. And Timmy is the older brother. Tommy is the repeater. He's way more interesting than his brother.
Tommy Repeat Timmons.
Yeah.
Man, how
Tommy Repeat Timmons.
how mean
Right.
are your parents
I get it.
that you would name your kid Timmy Timmons? What a piece of shit parent that is. Even Tommy Timmons.
Timothy
isn't great.
Timmons. Which is probably what it is.
They were probably
Your parents
really
you
dumb.
have to go by Timothy though. You can't stop saying Timmy Timmons. You're a joke. Everyone hates you. For some reason, we didn't realize what we were doing.
At least they weren't twins. That's another level of
Right.
what are you doing?
Timmy and Tammy Timmons. Sorry, that's a beef I had this
No, that's
time.
fine.
Where I was
I
like,
understand.
what? That's like if someone named you Potty Potter.
Potty Potter.
And I'm Pity Potter.
Yeah, Potty and Pity Potter.
I kind of wish that was your names. All right.
Me
So
too.
then you got Bertram Grover Weeks.
Yep.
And he has glasses and he's lanky.
He's the second base boy.
Yeah.
He gets really into the
Second
60s.
base bitch.
He gets really into the 60s. You learn that later.
Yeah.
Then you
Second
got,
base is a fucking bitch ass position.
Yeah, it's
played
kind of a
first.
joke.
You don't do shit.
Well, yeah, Tommy Timmons plays first. Benny the Jet plays all of them.
Where's Timmy Thomas?
Timmy obviously plays in the outfield. He's out there with Scotty Smalls.
Right.
All right, keep going, Butler.
all right,
I'm trying.
then you got Squints, Michael Squints Palidorus.
Yeah, he's a third baseman.
He's
Sexual
First
predator.
and middle
he's
middle
the-
name is Squints.
He's the
Yeah.
one that kind of violates a older girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nowadays,
Yeah,
that would
he
be
puts some-
very...
Yeah, he puts some weird moves on
And then
her.
he
And then
marries.
forces her into marriage.
He does.
huh?
Yeah.
And has a bunch of kids.
Do you think he tricked her into marriage the way he tricks her in the movie?
He's a cult leader.
like she dropped something and he was hiding in a bush. She dropped it in the bush and he slipped the ring on when she put her hand in there and he's like, "Oh, we're married."
Gotcha.
And she's like, "Oh, you." And he's like, "You're my wife now."
You
So
perv.
because it's olden times, so
They had 9 kids.
Yeah, that's
a whole
crazy.
nother baseball team.
Fuck
Oh, is that
on.
what the Sandlot 2 is? It's just all of their children?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Right.
If it's 9 kids, it's probably what...
Yeah.
All right, and then you got Hamilton Ham Porter.
Catcher.
We'll just call him Ham.
Also,
Yeah.
the keeper in the big green.
Right.
Ooh.
He's a freckled man.
He stands in the back.
And he's got the best burns ever.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he is fierce.
Yeah.
He's just there because of the Goonies. They're
Like,
we need that fat kid.
they
to
always
do
need a fat kid.
stuff.
And I'm
He didn't
pretty-
do any fat stuff, though.
No, he didn't.
I'm pretty sure
No.
He was always every time there was food or drink or something,
did
eat.
he would just grab a bunch of They
You're
run
right,
past that
okay.
cake, and he just like, dips his whole hand in.
Okay, you got me there.
He was so accepting of it. You know, he was walking shirtless down the pool.
Oh
and
my God.
Cannonball,
shotgunning
yeah,
all
come
night.
on.
then he
They
did a
played off the
Okay,
big fat.
you're right. They just didn't do a lot of overt that, but you're right. They did some stuff. But also, I was watching that part when they're at the pool, and he's just like, "Hey, sexy." It's like, I was like, Blair, if you were at a
confidence,
pool and a 9-year-old walked by you and was like, "Hey, sexy," whoa, that kid's baller.
Yeah. And
All right.
last but certainly not least, we have Alan. What's his last name?
McClellan,
Speech impediment.
McLennan?
McLennan.
I think McLennan.
Okay.
Yeah. He says yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he has what we call ADD, but they didn't know about that in 1962. So they're just like, he's quirky.
Yeah, he actually had ADD instead of just being put on Ritalin at a young age.
Right.
Right. Okay,
So,
that's
like, you solved that with hitting. It's the 60s.
You thought Dennis Leary was there.
Here's Mr. Yeah.
Mr. Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay. So,
the team.
I have one more thing to do before we get into the weapons in this fight. I have a fun game for you guys. And it's called How Many of the Sandlot Actors Have Been Arrested?
We're going to guess?
So, I'm going to give you each. So, there's 9 of them total. I want you guys to guess.
Just of the kids.
Yeah, just
Okay.
for the kids. I'm sure Dennis Leary's been arrested a couple times. But, yeah, I want you guys to guess how many of the Sandlot children the actors have been arrested.
All right, I've got
Butler,
my
go.
number. 8.
Okay, Colin, what's your guess?
5.
All right, Joey?
I was gonna go with 7.
7? Okay, it turns out it's only 3.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
that's not so
you
bad.
built that up.
I know. I thought there were... Well, I started, looking
looking
up
for
some of this
all of
stuff, and it turned out, I was like, oh, a couple of them...
Was Smalls one?
Well, hold on.
Okay.
Now we're going to play a game called How Many of the Kids from Holes Have Been Arrested?
Not on the show.
There's
movie.
7 of them.
There's 7 of them. Butler, what's your guess?
All 7.
Okay. Colin?
2.
Joey?
4.
All right. So for Holes, it's 1, Shia LaBeouf.
Oh wow! I
knew
was
him,
wondering
but
if
I
he
was
had been
like,
arrested.
No, I looked through it. So Sandlot, 3. 3 of them have been arrested. I said that, didn't I?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Now, I'm going to give you the 3 actors and the 3 things, and you have to match them.
Okay. Okay.
So,
I'm down.
actually, you know what? Even better, Joey, you guessed Smalls. You're correct. Colin, give me a guess. Which one of these kids has been arrested?
Squints.
No. Butler.
Say
yeah.
De Nunez.
What?
Yeah.
I dare.
Not
You're
so-
right. Yeah.
Got it.
So the other one, Benny the Jet Rodriguez.
Oh.
So
my
now that
fourth
we know
guess.
it's Smalls, Benny the Jet, and have been arrested at some point. Now I'm going to tell you the 3 violations, and you guys have to
Are
try.
they all 3 DUIs?
No, they're not.
Oh no!
So one is
Oh boy.
one's domestic violence.
Okay.
One is assault, and the other one is assaulting a police officer at an airport.
Okay, so one person just beat someone up.
Yeah.
Someone beat up their wife.
Yeah.
And someone beat up a cop.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
All right. Colin has a guess.
I'm going to say Benny beat up the cop.
Joey.
I'm gonna say that Smalls just beat someone up.
Okay.
I'm
Butler.
going with Smalls beat his wife.
Oh, okay. Man, you guys are
Yeah,
all wrong.
beat his wife.
Yeah, beat his wife.
Damn it!
Or his girlfriend. Smalls assaulted the cop.
Dang.
And, Benny the Jet just was
beat
involved.
someone up.
Yeah, involved in beating somebody up. So,
I do feel like we're making light of a lot of beatings.
Yeah. Hey, you can assault someone without physically.
yeah, he was like part of an
Sexual
assault.
assault.
No, I mean assault
Okay.
is technically sort of like the threat. I'm probably
If you-
getting this wrong, and
If
everyone's
you
like,
make
"What is he
someone
talking
fear
about?"
for their life,
Right. If
then
they
it's
think that
assault.
you're gonna hurt them, you've assaulted them. The battery is like
Okay.
physically
Right.
hitting someone, and there's I'm sure there's
Smalls
a lot of leeway there.
head-butted a police officer while
Awesome,
he was drunk.
dude.
Yeah.
damn.
Oh, tight. And drunk at the airport.
Yeah.
Fresh.
So, Yeah, is actually pretty jacked now. But yeah, so that's a fun.
Why'd you say that like it was a good thing?
I don't know, because he's so small in the movie. He's just really buff now.
That's Smalls.
Right, and he also beats women, so...
Yeah, so I don't like that character anymore. All right, so we're doing this Battle Royale style. For those of you who haven't seen the movie Battle Royale, we're going to drop these kids on an island with a bunch of weapons that are randomized. Yes, for all you tweens out there, this is Fortnite.
Oh, you 8-year-olds.
All you 8-year-olds.
This is Hunger Games and Fortnite and PUBG.
But mostly Battle Royale.
All you
But
8-year-olds
Battle
have had
Royale.
sex with my mom on the internet.
Yes, all of you 8-year-olds have had sex with my mom. Thank you.
Dude,
telling
I
me every
remember back in the Halo 2 days real quick. Austin, we were yelling at each other over Xbox Live, and then he sent me a message.
Yeah.
One of the voice messages that are just like, but he was just like, he said something real shitty about our mom.
Uh-huh.
And I was just like, yo, man, my mom was in the room when I listened to that. She heard that. And he came back. He's like, hey, man, I just want to say I'm so sorry. Like, it was awesome.
And yet there was
I wish-
still like a baby crying in the background, because that's what always happens on Xbox
I wish
Live.
you could confront more internet trolls like that.
Or turn on voice masking like in Halo 2.
Oh, yeah.
That was awesome. You sounded so much older.
It's true.
It's not true.
No, you did. You're just like, oh,
Hey, little... racial slur.
yeah. Yep,
all the
basically.
Shout out to Halo 2, guys.
Yeah.
Let's not.
All right, shout out to Battle Royale.
kidding.
Basically, what we're doing is we're dropping these kids on an island with a bunch of random weapons, which we are going to choose while we're recording. We're going to go by one. We're going to say what character it is, and then we're going to pick a weapon out of Butler's fancy hat.
Yeah.
See, listen to that. And then, yeah, these kids are going to fucking go at each other.
Yeah, so we all threw 5 weapons into the hat. Mm-hmm. There's 16 characters.
Right.
And so 4 won't be used, and we're just going to go from there.
Right. I will throw this out. Each team, since we'll have 4 extra, what do you guys think about each team getting 1 throwback, but you have to keep whatever the second one, like if you want to throw one back, you have to keep whatever the other weapon is.
Sure. I mean,
I'm personally not about it.
Okay.
Because, I want to preface this to the audience, because me personally, I threw ones in there that were good and not as good.
Right.
And so I think it would be more interesting to keep the balance.
Okay.
Like, it might lean heavy into the nobody has good weapons,
Right.
or the other way, and I think we should keep it that
I'm
way.
interested to see if like one team gets all the good weapons and the other team's just instantly fucked.
Yeah. How we're gonna do it is we're gonna have one person, one team choose one, then the next, and then alternate like that. So hopefully it doesn't become lopsided.
Right.
But it
So
fucking
Butler,
might.
we're gonna have to go first and last because we have 9. We have a full baseball team.
we do.
We only have 7 kids.
So let's get
Yeah.
into it.
So let's get right into it. I'm gonna choose first. Butler, you pick the character. I'll say what it is.
All right, I'm going to go with Tommy Repeat Timmons.
Tommy Repeat Timmons gets. You joke. Tommy Repeat Timmons gets denser alloy.
Oh, wow, we're getting weird. I was afraid to get weird.
So, Joey, I'm going to have to ask you what the fuck that means for Tommy Repeat Timmons.
I don't know.
Does he have an exoskeleton?
I think he does.
He just has denser alloy.
That's nothing. I will throw this in the garbage and pick again.
No, he has an exoskeleton.
Okay.
That's
Yes.
just made of denser alloy. We don't know what
man.
the alloy is.
Yeah.
Denser than skin.
It's denser.
Yeah. So
He's got slightly more dense skin.
Yeah.
Shout out to iRobot.
yeah, that's what that reference is from.
I was hoping that one would be picked so fucking bad.
Okay. Colin, you pick a character from Holes, and Joey's gonna pick the next.
Okay.
Next
I'm going to go with Zero.
All right. We're starting with
Zero. Zero gets a cast iron skillet.
Okay.
He's pretty good with the
The shovel.
with the
The
shovel.
shovel.
So
Maybe you
I
can
don't know if you
find
want
a
to write these
stick.
down or not, Joey, but
Maybe you can
what
find a stick and put it on the cast iron.
that's
Make
that's
it-
what we'll discuss later.
Make an unsharp
I like how
shovel.
we have a cast iron skillet and denser alloy. Like,
That's the two starting off.
you all didn't
Right.
give me like a good preference. Like, is it getting weird? Is it getting regular? I guess it'll just be
It'll be a mix
whatever,
of both.
yeah.
All right, Butler, name another character.
I'm getting in there. Benjamin Franklin Rodriguez.
Benjamin Franklin Rodriguez. That boy gets... Fuck you. Colin chose a cage full of Jared Fogle clones. So, not only is this podcast pretty heavy on the domestic violence, it's also going to get a little molesty, is what you're saying.
All right. Well, I regret my choice now, because can we change it to Dennis Leary clones?
Yes, I'm okay
All
with that.
Yeah.
All right.
So we can come out and just be like really angry at the kids.
So we just like almost doubled our team.
Well, no. He's
no.
angry at
No, we
all.
just-
you just
No,
did.
he's not on the team. He's angry at all the kids. He just fucking hates kids.
Oh.
Like, my idea was, even if it was Jared, he's after all the kids. It's like,
Okay.
do you open the cage?
Right.
It can help or hurt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is the cage on wheels where we can move it
Yeah,
around?
it's got to be on
Sure,
wheels.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
no.
well, we can control it.
So that's Benny. has
Yeah,
that?
Benny the Jet has that. All right, Colin, pick another character.
He's bound by a cage.
X-ray.
All right, what's X-Ray get, Joey? I hope this is fun for people to listen to.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, he gets one of mine. Sweet nunchucks.
All right.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay, so X-Ray gets a pair of sweet.
We understand that one.
Emphasis
Clear.
on sweet nunchucks.
Are they like
They're sweet.
push
dude.
pops, but
They're
like
sweet.
big enough to... Okay.
All right, I'm going to pick
One
again.
fell out.
Oh. All right, Butler, name a character.
Timmy Timmons.
Timmy Timmons is going to get hairspray and a lighter. That was Butler's.
Good.
All right, so Timmy Timmons has hairspray and a lighter. Colin, name another character.
It's so hard to keep track of all these.
Joey should be writing these down, or somebody.
I mean, you got
Ours
0
are-
and X-ray.
All right,
Okay.
Write ours down.
yeah.
Zigzag.
All right, what's
All right,
Zigzag
let's see what
get?
Zigzag gets. Zigzag gets a potato launcher and 6 potatoes with nails in them.
Was that okay? That was
Butler.
a Butler.
All right.
I got 2 of Butlers. That's Zigzag.
All right.
As weird as it is, I feel like that's something he would have. Because, like,
He's
at
kind of
first
a
he
crazy
starts
boy.
off like, I'm goofy, you know what I'm talking about. Later, he's a psychopath.
Yeah.
He's like, I will kill you. I'll murder your family.
Beats
That's
the
like,
shit out of Stanley.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Butler, name another character.
Yeah.
Yeah is going to get
Bigger muscles.
a portal gun.
God damn it.
Jeez.
All right, we're falling behind now.
Yeah, you are.
We're like way falling behind.
Yeah.
That was
All right.
also mine.
Colin, name another character.
Armpit.
Armpit. What's Armpit get?
Another fucking one of mine. He gets Armpit gets a web shooter.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. That's not bad.
All right, Butler, name another character.
I wish Magnet had that.
Kenny Denunez.
Kenny DeNunez.
Denunez.
Kenny
I
DeNunez.
keep wanting to add the
Yes. Oh my God, Kenny DeNunez gets the mask.
Mother.
What?
Fucker.
What?
Oh my God.
What?
I'm calling shenanigans right now.
We gotta throw that one back. Come on.
All right, that was one of mine.
Because
I
that's
won't
like
use-
we just go back to like the mask versus
All right,
holes.
I'll throw it out.
That's
All right,
I have
what's he get?
nothing like that in there.
I thought about
All right.
Infinity Gauntlet. But
DeNunez gets a few yellow spotted lizards with a bag of onions.
God damn it.
Dang.
I wanted us to have that.
I know.
Sorry,
yellow
DeNunez.
spotted.
He doesn't know what
No,
they're
he gets
for, though.
yellow spotted.
He doesn't
lizards.
know what they're for.
Right.
That's the key thing.
Yeah, with a bag of onions. That's
Again,
right.
that can help or hurt. He could open it up and be like, cool lizards, and then they bite him.
Right. All right, Joe, or Colin, pick another character.
What
We
are
have
the
an
ones
army.
left? Magnet.
All right,
hands.
magnet. I should have written.
Oh, he gets magnet hands.
Yeah.
No, he gets the noisy cricket.
There you go. That was
Dang.
me.
Damn.
That is Nick. That's nice. We needed that.
There you
We
go.
definitely needed
But I couldn't
that.
have the mask.
Fuck.
You can't have the
Because a
fucking
mask
mask.
can be anything. You can just pull anything out of your
I
pocket.
know.
Yeah.
All right,
You
Butler,
can pull
name
out denser alloy.
You can
Name
pull
another-
out Dennis Leary.
piece of shit.
Let's see what Ham gets.
Ham, the great Hambino, is going to get an odd job hat, which makes sense
Oh, perfect.
for him. All right, so he has a hat with with a rim that can
Kill a man.
kill a man.
Yep.
All right, Colin, you got another character?
Caveman.
All right, what's Pile of Buff get?
He gets a bear trap.
Ooh.
But
he doesn't know what it's for.
Oh, never mind. I like this a lot. Caveman gets Jack's arms.
Whoa.
That's mine.
He can finally dig fast, guys.
I thought it was one of my other ones.
All right,
disappointed.
Butler, what do you got?
All right, what's Scotty Smalls get?
Scotty Smalls gets a halberd.
What the fuck is that?
That was mine.
It's a big, like, axe, basically.
okay.
Like a
Yeah.
long...
Well, it's like a speared
axe, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it.
That's what Smalls got?
You guys.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right, so I think the last one we have is
You're killing me.
Squid?
Small.
is Squid. Yeah.
All right, what does Squid get?
We still have two more.
I know.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
This is from Colin. Thanks a lot, Colin. We get a sack full of money. That's our last. That's our last.
That's great. I like it.
Okay.
All right, Bertram. What's he
Bertram Grover Weeks gets dual tasers.
get? Okay.
That was me.
Are they like
Fucking
the
A.
shootout tasers, like cop tasers, or?
No, I just meant the handheld
Oh,
tasers.
okay.
Last one, Squints.
All right, Michael Squints Palladorus gets to have Black Dynamite's Smith & Wesson revolver.
Damn.
It's the only gun I put in there.
All right, let's, just for the fun of it, we're going to see what we
Okay.
didn't choose. There's the mask, obviously. Nunchucks.
Yeah, there was going to be a difference between the nunchucks and the sweet nunchucks.
Oh, okay. All right. Good joke. There's also shovel, obviously.
Yeah.
I thought to be fair, when I got the prompt for this, I thought we were doing like stuff they would have in the movie.
Right.
So I come and I'm like, guys, I don't know what the holes kids are gonna have. You know, they got shovels, they got lizards, that's cool, whatever, and like money. I thought that was gonna be clever. I was like, I couldn't think of anything else. And Nick was like, oh, well, I had a portal gun. I was like,
actually
what? And then it turns out it could have been any weapon.
Yep,
So I was
so-
a little
Underprepared.
sad. Yeah,
And
underprepared.
the last one was another one of mine, Wolverine claws.
Dang.
Adamantium?
That would have gone
You guys-
great with denser alloy.
Man.
Okay, so let's recap. Joey, take me down yours real quick.
All right, so Zero has the cast iron skillet.
Nice.
X-Ray gets the sweet nunchucks. Armpit has a web shooter. Zigzag has the potato launcher and only 6 potatoes with nails in them.
Come on.
Let's see. Caveman gets Jack's arms.
That's the best one.
Let's see. Squid, that was the last one, right? He gets a sack full of money. That really fucked us. And then who's the last one? Shit.
Did you say Zigzag already?
Yeah,
yeah,
Zigzag
the
got the potatoes.
X-ray.
The Noisy Cricket was for
Magnet.
Magnet.
I need to write these down.
Yeah, I told you to. All right, Butler, give us the rundown.
We got Scotty Smalls with a halberd.
Yeah.
We got Benjamin Franklin Rodriguez with a cage full of Dennis Leary clones.
That really doesn't help.
We got Kenny DeNunez with yellow spotted lizards with a bag of onions.
All right.
We got Timmy Timmons with hairspray and a lighter. We got Tommy Repeat Timmons with denser alloy. We got Bertram Grover Weeks with dual tasers. We got Squints with the Black Dynamite revolver.
So cool.
We got Ham with an odd job hat. And Yeah has a portal gun.
God damn it.
Jeez.
You guys didn't fucking hold back on your weapons. I was like, I'm going to put some goofs in there.
And there's more in there. Yeah.
Portal gun was my only OP one. My next strongest was the potato launcher.
Yeah.
Well, this guy put the mask in there.
Yeah, I didn't do shit with
Yeah.
that. And the portal gun is a non-lethal weapon.
It's true. Well, depends on how he uses it.
Right, you can put them on the moon.
All right. So I think they dropped from whatever, the plain Fortnite style. Oh, sorry.
I have to pee so bad. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I tried to pee before we went, but I've had too many brewskis.
You know what? It's okay. This is kind of a different episode. So now that we've talked about all the weapons and which character has them, we're going to take our break so Joey can pee. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to get right into this Battle Royale fight. We'll be right back. guys, we're back. And before we get started with this fight, I just want to say that my opponents play ball like girls.
Got him.
And you bob for apples in the toilet, and you like it.
They don't even have a
I'm gonna
reply.
hit you with a shovel.
Fucking murder you.
That's what, yeah. Ham goes up. He's like, you make your Wheaties with your mama's toe jam. And they're like, I'm going to prison beat you.
Yeah.
I have a shank and a portal gun. You don't have portal guns. We have the portal gun. All right. So let's do this fight, guys. We're doing it Battle Royale style. These kids get bussed in.
Yeah.
The Sandlot boys, I guess, think they're going to go play some ball. They're like, oh, we're doing a sequel? We're going to the Across Town Kids? Let's do it. And then they get there, and the Across Town Kids are a bunch of young offenders in jumpsuits.
Yeah. D10 is just like, where else are we going? Where are
They're
we
like,
digging these
oh,
holes?
it's not the desert? Sweet.
Yeah.
Is it a desert island?
Yeah, I'd say so.
'Cause
So they
then we
drive
have
the bus to the
elemental
desert island.
advantage.
Oh, okay. They get off the bus, and I take it that Mr. Sir probably hands them each
Yeah,
like
Marion.
a box.
Yeah. Tells them it isn't Girl Scout camp. They know.
Right.
Does
Yeah.
it give them any further instruction?
I want to take a quick derail because there was a line in Holes that I'm still confused about to this day. Mm-hmm. It's when, at the end of the movie, when the Attorney General calls Mr. Sir and says his real name. Mm-hmm. And it says, he's like, oh, Marion? And everybody starts laughing.
Right.
And he's like, they're like, I didn't know that was a guy's name. And then he says, it's not.
Yes.
Is he like post-op transgender? Like, is that what they were going for? It's not in the book.
Right.
So,
I think they were probably just hammering that joke in.
Yeah.
Like, my mom told me I was a little pretty girl.
Yeah, I think it was like a button. Like, it's not, and I got made fun of it for it, so
Right.
that's why Mr. Sir, you know.
so I'm a freak.
But he doesn't let any of them know that his name is Marion.
All right.
And he's just like, you boys get out there and start battling each other.
Okay. So he does instruct them to battle.
Yeah, they each get a pretty, regular sized box, except for when Benny the Jet steps up. He gets a giant crate. And he's like, what's in this? He's like, you'll find out, boy.
I'm thinking the halberd, though, is just like stuffed right through the bag.
Oh, I was thinking about it like as a Christmas
Piercing.
present, just wrapped up. You can totally tell what it is.
Okay. Sure. Sure.
Oh, they see a long object and like, that's a halberd for sure.
For
I
sure,
just
for
know
sure.
it.
I'm a young criminal, so obviously I know about ancient medieval weaponry.
Colin, have you forged any halberds?
Yeah, let's take a quick second.
No, I haven't forged any halberds.
What about odd job hats?
Okay, how much would it cost for you to forge me an odd job hat?
How much money is in your bank account?
Several dollars.
Have you ever used denser alloy?
to make a sword?
Every time.
Okay.
Yeah. That's one of my... You know how DVDs have, like, special features on the back that are nonsense? Like, scene select.
Right.
And, like, audio. That's
Yeah,
what I put on my knives. I put, like, denser alloy and, like, metallic structure. And, things that are just fancy, but
It's
are
like,
just
wow.
Metally,
Yeah.
sharpness.
nothing. Handle included.
Double the
You know.
price.
Oh snap, my knife came with a handle this time.
Yeah, and it's like super sharpness TM. Like,
Oh,
what
you
is
TM
that?
super sharpness?
Yeah, what
Wow,
is it? It's
dude.
nothing. It's just
Hey, you
it's
have it,
sharp
though.
because it's a knife.
Well,
Or
nothing
a
can be
halberd.
super sharp unless you get a kickback.
Right. TM trademark.
So
All
that
right,
knife
so,
set I bought
so-
online.
So
As
they're
you guys are
running out.
thinking about this, Kenny DeNunez freaks out because he's got all these onions and lizards in his bag. And he tosses them at your team. What do you do?
Oh, okay, we're just starting it off.
Get in there.
All right.
See, these boys are very aware what these lizards can do.
But what about them onions?
The onions were for you, and you fucked up by
Well,
not.
he tossed.
What-
Yeah, you tossed them.
Oh, shit.
And you fucked up. So I don't know, man. They have a lot. They're pretty good at like the close game because we have a frying pan.
Mm-hmm.
We have Jack's arms. Just fucking slowly strangle a lizard with Jack's arms.
Sure. Okay.
And then the noisy cricket popping off. the cricket, the natural predator of made-up lizards.
I'm going to take it one step further. De Nunez throws the box of lizards, and then hits it with a portal gun. So it's going towards, like, I don't care, zigzag. But then they land on top of Squid.
Squid's got the bag full of money.
I think that honestly, I'm not trying to speak for your team too much, but I think Squid opens up his bag and it's full of money. He probably just leaves, right? He's like, I'm gonna go find a corner of the island with all this money.
Yeah.
So,
And then a year later they come across him and he just has a money house.
if I know Benny the Jet, though, I think at this point he has already hoisted that cage of Dennis Leary's onto his back and taken off running.
It's on wheels, so it's fine. He's got the PF Flyers, so he can run really
that
fast.
makes sense.
Yeah.
He's basically the road runner at this point.
So we got Benny. He's this aspiring baseball player. Do you think he's Sweet Feet?
No, he grew. Oh shit!
Oh, they both have a mustache.
Benny does sploosh. Benny sploosh at the end.
Why'd they name it Sploosh?
Some illiterate kid made it up.
Oh man!
Why did the bottle look like a sex toy?
What?
With a foot at the bottom.
Why
I
did
feel
the
like that makes
producers let it go
worse.
through? Why? Why didn't somebody say, let's rethink this?
Nope. You got a vibrating top and a foot at the bottom for those freaky people out there.
So I think Zero probably drinks some sploosh and gets superpower like Popeye spinach. But it comes with a price because later he's got to vomit.
Yeah. He's gonna pass out and roll down a hill and get his hair caught in a tumbleweed. I love holes, guys. Really
Honestly,
love
I
holes.
think Hamilton Porter is going to step up. He always likes to step up.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Step up 3D.
he is going to step up with his odd job hat and just like,
I think he's going to put it on first.
oh yeah.
wants
He's
to
like,
look
I'm the
cool.
great Bambino.
and then he's gonna tip his hat
I'm
and
odd
say,
job.
"Milady."
Oh no! Does Hamilton become a nice guy? Does he become a neckbeard?
Yes.
Obviously,
That's sad.
you granted him the hat in which the power was bestowed upon him.
But it's like a bowler hat.
It's the same thing. Man.
Okay.
It's the same.
He has a
thing.
hat with a brim, and so he does tip it. He doffs it ever so gently.
Yeah.
And then slings it right through that portal.
You guys, these portals, man. You got to paint a better picture
Last
than just say
scene
portal.
above Squid.
Seen above Squid with lizards falling on him. Your
Whoa,
turn.
whoa, you can't just make a portal in the middle of the air. If
That's
you're doing
what-
like portal gun, from the
Yeah, he made
game.
one. He made one where the lizards were going in, and a
Right.
second above Squid.
But it has to be attached to something. It
Oh,
can't just
okay.
be a floating portal.
Yeah, this
guess
isn't
that's
Doctor
true.
Strange, you
Yeah.
idiot.
Because then it could just be like it would be so overpowered.
You're right.
And since it's an island, he's got to do the ground. He
Okay,
can't do the
so
water.
they're right below him on the ground. And they come up into his face,
Dang.
but he pays them off with that money.
I hate
Now
to
you
say it.
got lizards.
I think he's dead.
Yeah, you think?
I think he
Yeah.
died because those lizards are so aggressive
Right.
and they're terrible CG.
Yeah.
They bite him, but then I'm thinking all the other kids, or at least on our team, the Holes kids, see that bag of money though, right?
Yeah.
And they're poor convicts, so they just unload like noisy cricket, maybe shoot a potato,
Yeah.
Jack's arms, and they like killed all the lizards so that they can have the money for later.
Zero just covers a bunch with the skillet, and then Stanley slams it with his Jack's arms.
Right.
Oh, we're doing like team up
Yeah,
moves.
and they don't, and like
Avengers.
Magnet could have maybe survived, but they're just who
Squid.
Squid could have survived, but they don't care. They're just like, you know what, you're gone, whatever.
You had an annoying accent.
Money,
Okay, so
Yeah.
now your team has all the money.
right?
All the money and 6 kids.
I think they already had all of them.
Because that's the thing that I think we have over you guys is our unit is actually a team. Mm-hmm. You guys are a bunch of young offenders
Yeah.
that are going to probably fight each other over some of that Skrilla.
Right.
Yeah, they do like to push each other a lot.
For
Right.
sure.
See, but I think the team though is going to follow Benny the Jet
Right.
because they always do. So they're taking off with him. I think firing rounds behind them with that sweet revolver and that portal gun. We don't know where it's going to go.
Dang.
What happens if it hits a kid? I don't know.
Nothing, because you can only put the portal on certain surfaces.
Yeah, it's true. You can't portal a person. We got to do portal rules.
Like, maybe a denser alloy a portal can be put on.
Scotty's really
his
confused. Scotty's really confused.
No, he
about
just
how
becomes
to
like
carry
a portal
halberd.
person.
Oh,
Yeah.
But then
He's like
Benny the Jet
Cloak.
tells him.
You can just like hug people.
I think they're running into the woods, but I think that Tommy Timmons is really slow because of his denser alloy.
Yeah. He doesn't. He can't adjust
I
Right.
mean, it didn't slow
he's-
Sonny down. So I don't
because he
know.
was made of other alloys.
He was made of robot parts.
Is everybody running right now? Is that what's happening?
I think after a kid gets devoured by lizards, they're all kind of freaked out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, De Nunez is now weaponless. He has some onions.
Right.
He
So-
threw the
No,
onions
he
too.
threw it all.
Okay.
He
He's
threw it
weaponless.
all.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
Squid
thinking,
didn't have time to eat the onions.
to keep this fight moving. How about they're running, but then they stop. They're all chilling, like
Yeah.
panting, getting their
Right.
breath back. And then I'm thinking the Sandlot kids, being the Sandlot kids, start throwing out those insults. You know what I'm saying? Play ball like a girl, like you guys suck, whatever. And we all know from Holes, Zero doesn't like to be insulted.
No.
And he starts to lose it. So what does he do? He finds the biggest, gangliest kid in the other Sandlot, and he just strangles him.
It's probably De Nunez, right? He's like the tallest one.
No, Bertram. What are you talking about?
Yeah, the
Okay,
kid with the glasses.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
Yeah.
Bertram has dual tasers, though.
Oh.
And I'm thinking Bertram, being the nice guy that he is going to toss one of them tasers to De Nunez.
Oh, you're right.
Is that within the rules?
Why do you keep saying his name so wrong? He's just De
De
Nunez.
Nunez.
He's not.
De
Can't do
Nunez.
it.
Nunez.
There's a tilde. maybe.
Michael Bublé.
Michael Bubble. Okay. So, yeah, he has one taser, but I think doesn't Zero have the frying pan?
Yeah.
Okay, so he probably just smacks one of those tasers out of his hand and just,
Yeah.
like, strangles this kid.
This kid's been through a lot. He's homeless. He's
Yeah,
a ward
right.
of the state.
I'm sure Bertram has a nice, loving
And
family.
he's
and a
real
warm
good
home.
at strangling the biggest kid
Yeah.
on the block.
So yeah, I think he just steps right up and he fucking knocks that taser out of his hand and just fucking strangles him to death. And I think it's a real power move for the D10 boys because these other children are just children.
And I don't
They're
think they
just
know what. No one knows what to do. Like, it's that moment where it's like, oh man, this is getting. This is really real.
Yeah,
This is
but-
what do we? And he just goes down.
Ham doesn't
and
know what to
down.
do, so he just calls him a buffalo butt breath while he's strangling his friend to death.
See, I think the kids are going to be a little worried now, and they're going to go to a father figure.
Dennis Leary.
I think they're going to unleash the Dennis
Do they
Learys.
unleash? They just
Wait,
ask him
hold on.
advice.
Did they
Is it too early?
open? Have they
think
opened
so.
have they revealed the cage full of Dennis Learys?
Oh, I thought it was
Because
just...
it came crate style. They all came in a crate or like in a box.
He said Benny got it on his back and ran with it.
I'm thinking it's
That's
like
what I
in one of
picture.
those radio flyer wagons, and
Yeah.
he's pulling it along.
Okay, so he goes. Benny goes
I
over.
don't know. He can't carry all
That's
those
a
Dennis
great
Learys.
visual.
How many Dennis Learys are we talking about?
I'd say 4.
Yeah, 4 or 5.
Can you fit 4 in a crate?
Like a handful,
Or
you know.
just like-
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd say a handful of Dennis
All right,
Learys.
we'll settle on 5 Dennis Learys.
many
And
Dennis
Benny the
Learys
Jet
can
goes,
you fit?
please, like in his dream when he talks to the great Bambino, the Sultan of SWAT, the King of Crash, the Colossus of Clout.
Okay.
He goes up to Dennis Leary, please, Dennis, what do I do? And he goes, bring me my kids so I can just scream at him.
I thought he
How
would
did I
say,
get into this
"Unleash
predicament?
me."
Legends never die.
He's maybe like
was
he's
my
like get a
Richard
cold
Nixon.
steak for that kid that just got strangled. Yeah, I'll put it on his neck.
Smack a steak on his neck.
All right, and he has the steak.
Oh yeah.
All the
yeah,
Dennis Learys have steaks.
They have steaks and collared shirts
Yeah.
and baseball mitt.
Sort of like a medic. We have a medic.
So they go
With
over
just
to
steaks.
Bertram Grover Weeks and slap a steak on his neck.
On his cold, dead body.
And he comes back to life.
It's very effective. So. All right, Bertram is
I
dead.
think the steaks start to attract some of the animal life on the island.
So,
So these kids that would just unleash hell on themselves, where they just have a bunch of Dennis Learys trying to give them advice. They have raw meat, and they're just getting like attacked by rodents.
Are the Dennis Learys still inside the cage?
I think they're in the
though?
cage still,
Okay,
yeah.
we haven't opened up the cage.
No. That's a whole nother box
So,
of worms.
Question
Dennis
about
Learys.
the animal life. Is it similar to in Hunger Games?
It's
where
all lions.
programmed in? Or, okay, just
It's
all
all sea
live,
lions.
real lions.
Let's not bring... Never mind what I said.
never-
Let's not
just-
bring the animal life in.
Okay.
Okay, so...
Bertram's dead.
Bertram's dead. Squid's dead. Next thing that happens, I think that Tommy and are forming a plan with those fucking portals. So I'm gonna say, because they're like kind of close to each other, right?
Yeah.
They're screaming at each other because they're not like, are we so to get off the island? No one explained to them they have to kill each other to get off the island. I don't know. Maybe Mr. Sir screamed that as they were running off into the island.
No, he just said it's not a Girl Scout camp.
Right.
What's the opposite of a Girl Scout camp? Murder.
See, I have a thing. But
Oh,
you
no, go. No,
All right, so
I'm-
I'm thinking. You said Tommy, but
Yeah.
I'm thinking Timmy.
Okay.
He's got that hairspray and he's got a lighter, and kids know what to do with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So plus portal gun equals portal right under a kid, portal right under you, right, in front of you on the ground.
Yeah, but what's
You
going to
just light him
happen
up.
when Armpit gets that portal gun with that web shooter?
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Has he practiced with this web shooter at all?
He's been, they've been there for a minute.
Okay.
He
He comes swinging in.
He's
Cool
not
pose.
swinging in. He's just like,
Yeah.
he can,
Okay.
I think as he does that, an odd job hat's gonna fly through the air. And we know what an odd job hat does.
Cuts it.
cuts a tree. I don't know.
I don't know.
Cuts a nice marble statue. Right in half.
There it is. That's what happened.
Oh, okay. So Smalls is like, all right, I got to step up and for my friends, I'm gonna run at that kid with the glasses with the halberd.
Dang.
What do you do? X-Ray has nunchucks.
Oh,
Whoa.
sweet nunchucks.
Okay, sorry.
Recognize.
You're right.
Okay?
You're right.
All right. Don't diminish what sweet nunchucks are. Mm-hmm. All right. So he doesn't know what to do with nunchucks.
But Smalls doesn't know what to do with a halberd.
Smalls
I
has
feel like
no
Smalls
idea.
is going to close his eyes real tight and yell
And that halberd's
and
just
run.
gonna go right through him.
And eventually that kid will come into focus for X-Ray because he can't see that far.
Right. When he comes into focus, X-Ray starts making fun of his really long brimmed hat.
Yeah. He's just like, I can't think of an insult. Got him.
That's what he says.
You're a nerd.
You fucking milk toast piece of shit. Your mom thinks this of you as well.
Yeah, Dennis Leary is also like, I think that's why Smalls is springing in action because Dennis Leary is just like screaming at him to be a man.
Five of them.
4 or 5 Dennis Larrys are screaming at him.
telling Smalls how they all have fucked his mom. And if he wants to step up and be a man, he better go kill the kid with the glasses.
Dang.
Yeah. I don't know, though, because X-Ray, like I said, all these kids are convicts.
Mm-hmm.
They also are survivors. They are good at being hot.
What?
You into those kids?
All right, so, okay. Also another thing happening in the background after Zero strangles Bertram, he starts digging a hole with that cast iron skillet.
Yeah, dude. He found a stick, put it on the end of the thing.
It's a shovel. Doing it.
You know, it's not like desert, like baked ground.
Mm-hmm.
It's a soft ground. He's digging that hole.
Okay.
Digging out.
How about this? We'll put a little bow on some things. So I think Smalls comes in with the halberd. His eyes are closed, but the X-Ray still can't see him. I think they like wing each other.
Okay.
Like Smalls, like big gash into X-Ray. He gets wounded, but then X-Ray nunchucks Smalls in the face, gives him a black eye.
Oh, again?
Yeah, and then
Dennis
some,
Leary's like,
some
he's
steak
throwing
on that.
steak
Some
on it.
steaks just come flying from off screen. Land. And so they're both not dead, but they're just subdued for a minute.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking back to the Odd Job hat when it cuts that spiderweb over the portal. The flames come up through the portal, right?
yeah.
And it hits, I'm thinking Zigzag because he has that crazy hair.
Right.
It catches his hair on fire, right?
Oh, snap. So he's running around.
And so he's freaking out. He's like, whoa, bro, I can't even see my hair is free. Oh, God. But he's got that potato gun. So I think he's just like inadvertently just firing off nailed potatoes.
Yeah.
Just like, boom, boom, boom.
I hate to be this guy, but I think Hamilton Ham Porter is a bigger target. Maybe he gets potato nailed. But you know what he does, because he's a fat kid in the 90s. He takes a bite of that potato that's just mauled him.
I think so.
And he gets tetanus.
I think at this point, though, these kids,
And diabetes.
again, they're just kids and they run from danger. I think they're going to run away again.
Yeah, that whole scene just happened, and it ended with Ham just getting like hit in the face with a nailed potato and then taking a bite out of it and going,
And it's
I
gruesome.
prefer mashed or something.
And I think they're
Well,
going
his blood's coming out of his eyes.
I prefer it au gratin.
See, I think at this point they're gonna run, and they're gonna try to get away from their
Hard asses.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure. So I think they get away. I'm gonna say they do, and this is where Scotty Smalls is gonna come in handy. He's gonna start using that brain of his. He's got the steak has taken care of his wound. He ran away from his dad because screw his dad.
Dead.
And,
So they just left the cage of Dennis Leary's.
Yeah,
They're all
still-
screaming, pussy!
He can only get so far away from the cage, and they lift the cage. He's like bound to it like
Yeah.
a demon. Yeah. So I think he's gonna start thinking. If we started combining these things, we could make something great.
All right.
Okay, I got a sweet combo for you already, Butler, actually.
Well, I think the base is gonna be that denser alloy.
My thoughts exactly.
Yeah. So you're gonna take the repeater, and you're gonna stock him with. You're just gonna combine it all. I think you're gonna make a mix.
Oh, we're making...
Yeah, I think
we're turning Tommy Timmons into a little fucking RoboCop.
that's what I'm
mech
thinking.
suit.
I'm thinking you're gonna take them tasers. You're gonna electrify him.
Touch him. That was my move. He's gonna
touch
start
him?
shooting electricity at you
Right.
fools.
Right, you touch him, you're getting electrocuted. I think they grabbed the hat on the way out, and it's going right on his head.
Okay. Okay.
Sure. Do we have the portal gun, or did you all get it?
We took that portal gun.
All right, we no longer have a portal
Okay.
gun. I accept that. The black dynamite revolver.
Yeah.
It's going in one hand. He's got to have that.
Yeah.
The other hand is going to be replaced with a hairspray and lighter. I think.
All right.
Okay.
Because he's got it operates as one.
Right.
I think Scotty could come up with that.
Okay.
It's like a Zippo, and they've got it like
Yeah.
taped somewhere. I don't know.
Right.
Right. And then the halberd,
Yeah.
it's there. I don't know. Help.
I think he tosses that over to Benny because
Oh.
Benny's the leader.
Oh, I was gonna say
Sure.
they give it to what's the smaller boy? Is it Timmy or Tommy?
Tommy, but Tommy's the one with the denser alloy that gets all this
Oh,
stuff.
okay. Well,
Yeah.
maybe his brother rides on his shoulders with the halberd.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, you found it.
Suddenly he's not tiny.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Right.
this is a good moment to okay, that's what we're regrouping. So that's what's happening on our camp.
Ooh, because he does everything. He repeats and does everything his brother does.
Uh-huh.
So his brother calls out direction on his shoulders, and then the
Points.
kids, yeah,
Points at the victim
and the
with
kid
the
will
halberd.
repeat what he says. He'll
Okay.
be like, "Go kill that kid," and he'll be like, "Go kill that kid." Run out there.
Okay. Yeah, what's happening over in the D10 camp?
All right, so we got Zero trying to commit to the trench warfare.
He's just digging a hole.
just digging away. He's super fast. He's super small. We got the portal gun now. Mm-hmm. So we got armpit, dual wielding web shooter, and portal gun.
Yeah.
Right.
It's an interesting combo.
X-ray.
He's a little injured.
He's a little injured, but he's flipping them sweet nunchucks.
One good arm.
Yeah. You only need one arm for nunchucks.
It's true.
You can put it in your elbow or shoulder or whatever. Because
Yeah,
I've
in your
seen
pit.
that.
In your arm. Oh, he
your-
puts it in his armpit?
Yeah, he puts it in his armpit and then he winks at armpit.
Right.
And then, I don't know what Stanley's doing with those Jack's arms.
Punching trees.
He's just freaking out. He's punching trees.
He's kind of a pacifist
Is
until you get him
Zigzag
going.
dead or just super burned?
He's super bald.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if he's dead. I think maybe he's blind. I don't know. Well,
He's herded.
He's got
we'll just
Daredevil
say he's
powers.
burned and he's burned real bad and
Yeah.
he's blind. That'll be fun.
Oh, Jesus.
So
okay.
he's just walking around.
So he's still got a couple potatoes left, but he's
like the
blind.
kid in Battle Royale.
Oh, you're
He
right.
gets blinded, but he has the Uzi.
Yeah.
It's just like
Except he has a potato gun.
What's Magnet doing?
Man, he's just blowing away the forest. He doesn't know what that noisy cricket does. He's
He's
blasting
just like,
himself
wow,
back.
this thing is really cool.
No, that
he's
was
Mexican.
Squid. Yeah.
Oh,
Squid's dead.
I got them reversed. Never mind.
he got eaten.
Okay. So I think we're gonna
it's not-
engage this plan on you guys.
Yeah, it sounds like it's kind of an attack and defense kind of thing we got going on here. I think we're the attackers and you're now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got
so-
trench warfare on your ass.
Right.
Yeah. So I think Timmy
And then
Tommy
Dennis
Timmy-
Leary's just in the middle.
Yeah, just like
battlefield.
somebody give me a fucking beer.
So
Or
I
a grill
say,
to cook this steak.
Magnets. He blasts that cage open.
Oh, he unleashes the Dennis Leary.
He unleashes the Dennis Learys.
Okay.
And, you have all these fucking phonies over here. These baseball kids. These little kids. They don't know shit.
Right.
About shit.
Okay.
These motherfuckers over here, hardened criminals.
Well, we got hard.
Zero and Stanley just stole shoes.
Hardened criminals. All right? Hey, Stanley's pretty jacked by the end.
And
Right.
Zero grew up in a real hard environment and totally strangled a kid
Yeah.
till he passed out in that movie and beat an adult with a
You're
shovel.
right. And I guess Dennis Leary did watch him strangle Bertram to death.
Yeah,
So,
so these
Yeah.
kids have showed Dennis Leary that they have exerted dominance over the others.
right.
Which that kind of stepdad, he flocks to that.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, he doesn't like any wimpy kids who use erector sets and don't have any fucking friends.
Also, one of the Dennis Learys got their head blown off by the noisy cricket.
Okay, so you got 4 Dennis Learys.
Well,
Four
4 or
Dennis.
5.
3 or 4.
3 or 4.
now.
We gotta come up with a definitive number.
We
I
said
don't.
5.
I like 3 or
Okay.
4 a lot more. So plus you got.
All right,
you got
it's 3 or
onions.
4. Let's just agree to agree.
Agree to agree? I agree. All right. So, yeah, I think they're sending out Timmy and Tommy Timmons.
Yeah, but they're not going to send them in alone. I think they're going to cheer on their squad,
Right.
Oh, absolutely.
but just from a slight distance.
Right.
You know.
I think so,
Well,
too.
Benny is basically the Flash at this point, and he's moving around so fast.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's got the PF Flyers.
Oh, he's got the PF Flyers, so he...
He can outrun a dog. That's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, I can't outrun a dog.
I can't outrun a dog.
I feel like some people could outrun dogs.
Maybe
there's
Usain
a
Bolt.
spectrum there. Outrun a dog. The Flash, and you went way past where you should have
All right.
stopped.
All right, fine.
Well,
he's not the
we're
Flash.
mostly not throwing the Flash at you. We're mostly throwing denser alloy with flamethrower and a halberd wielding brother on his back,
and a revolver.
with infinite bullets.
And guess what? I think that De Nunez is following behind him with that taser.
he's got the other one. Yeah.
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 So
They're coming at him, and
Yeah.
then Magnet hits the Timmons with that noisy cricket.
denser alloy, dog.
Denser alloy.
Yeah.
All right, where's the other one?
He
He probably gets blown off.
hid behind his brother. I don't know.
Like
No.
a backpack? Like what are you
Kinda
talking
He
slid
flipped
behind
around
him.
and squatted. No, he Timmy Timmons probably gets blown back by that. So
Now,
but I think that
Tommy's-
Tommy is firing this gun into your group of kids.
Yeah.
Right. And I think he's pissed that you just shot his brother, so he's aiming for you or that noisy cricket.
Yeah, but we got that trench going on.
Okay.
Okay,
I mean, they're in the trench. He's firing at the ground.
Okay. So they're all down in a trench.
Yeah,
Right,
sure.
yeah.
Why
I
not?
think
Picture
I
it,
think
yeah.
they're freaking out because there's a lot of things flying at him, and it's like the super kid Timmy or Tommy.
it's Tommy.
Tommy is like getting closer, and they're like, "What do we do? What do we do?" And they're freaking out. And they don't know what to do.
Hits him with that portal
Just-
gun.
Yeah.
How so?
Well,
He becomes the portal. That denser alloy takes that portal.
What?
Okay,
I mentioned that earlier.
Okay, so what do they throw through the portal?
it doesn't
Shit.
kill him. He's just a walking portal.
Yeah, he's just a walking portal. I don't know what happens then.
Okay,
All right.
so then
So,
Tommy takes his can and sprays it inside himself and goes into your trench because I take it that's how portal works.
Yeah,
know where
I'm
the
thinking
other
it
portal
backfires,
Yeah, I think it backfires.
Zigzag gets hit again.
So he's dead this time?
No, he's burning alive and he's shooting off his last potatoes again.
That is
Okay,
one
so he
thing-
probably
thing.
blindly just hits Magnet with one of his potatoes.
All right,
'cause he's
sure,
fired.
yeah.
But what if he also hits Timmy off of Tommy's shoulders?
Oh, no, Timmy's already done.
Oh,
he got
he's
hit
already
with the noisy
done?
cricket.
Oh, well, I think once that happens, I didn't connect that. But once Timmy's gone, I think Tommy flies into like a rage because he doesn't know he's lost without his brother.
Yeah.
So he just starts like freaking out.
But he's also
shooting.
a portal.
Right, he's also a portal.
Yeah.
He's like reaching into his stomach and like grabbing some of the kids.
And then Stanley's just punching his arms with those Jack's arms.
But it's not doing much because it's denser alloy on denser alloy.
Yeah, which alloy's denser?
They're just fighting through a chest.
Yeah.
It's a weird image.
It'd be super cool to animate.
It would. But that is, one thing I wanted to point out is a flamethrower. Very.
Guys, I think there is one
Strong
thing
in
that
the
can take
situation.
out denser alloy. Dennis Leary.
Denser Leary.
Oh.
So it
Yeah.
is 3 or 4.
Yeah, so I think that
It's
the Dennis
denser.
Learys are just like, what the fuck are you doing, kid?
Yeah. He's just like, you ain't shit. These guys are cool.
I mean, yeah, one of them got set on fire and hit the other one with a potato full of nails, but
They bonded in the amount of time that they bonded in the Holes book.
Yeah.
So they're best friends now.
yeah, so I think that Dennis Leary just like takes out their ultimate weapon.
He just talks him down.
He just screams at him until
Screams at
Tommy
him.
is
Oh,
just
he just
like,
goes to
doesn't know what
play.
do.
He's like, asks him if he wants to play a game of catch. And then just throws a ball at him and it hits him in the eye.
And it does something to the denser alloy.
I don't know. I just thought that would be a great weapon. It's just like,
I was thinking Dennis Leary is throwing steaks at him and he's just cooking them.
He's cooking.
He's
And Ham's getting in there just eating them.
But he's
Wait,
dead.
isn't
Oh,
Ham
so-
dead?
Yeah, Ham is dead. You're
Dead
right.
ham is eating these steaks. Oh,
This podcast is dumb.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know. I don't think Denser Alloy could be beat in this situation.
I mean,
If there's anything to beat him with, it's not
an aggressive father figure.
right. It's not something physical like a noisy cricket.
Right.
It's a Dennis Leary. It's
Okay.
he crushes him emotionally.
right. And he just crumbles.
This weird portal kid, just doesn't know what to do.
Just starts crying and just gives up.
Right.
They get rid of the portal. They
Ooh, I'm thinking he falls. So he falls over and he's just on the ground. He's out. You know. And then one of the kids, I don't know, pick one of the Sandlot kids.
I pick De Nunez.
Okay, De Nunez runs up to like check on him.
Uh-huh.
And then what do you know about Zero pops up through the portal out of his chest and starts strangling De Nunez.
He pulls him back through the portal.
Yes.
So
like
like
pulls him in like alien style, like he's like scratching at the ground like no. And you see his little hands come around to Nunez's neck and then drag him.
But he's
through.
like halfway through the portal,
Right.
like he's getting strangled on one side and his legs are flailing on the other side.
You see his legs kicking from out of the trench. on
But
the
guess
other side.
what? Not to be beaten, Benny the Jet, cool thinker, comes up and just fucking tases the shit out of Nunez, which also tases Zero.
Dang.
Takes them both down.
Stunned.
All right.
They are stunned.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think
what
he
I'm
would do
thinking
that.
is this like transcendent portal man. He's freaking out. He's putting stuff inside of himself. He tucks his head in, and he just crumples into like a black hole.
And takes those two kids that are halfway through the portal with him.
Oh, snap. Okay, so
But then it cuts them in half, so there's like two half-top kids, and then two their legs are still in the portal.
legs. So he tases them. They're both stunned. He creates his own black hole of portals, and they both get cut in half. So Benny the Jet is sitting there with 4 legs.
No, he's got the tops because the legs are in the trench.
No, it was
You know
the
what I'm
other way.
saying? He was getting dragged into the trench, and because he was like,
Oh,
you know
you're
what I'm
right.
saying, his upper body was like, "Help me,
Okay.
guys, help me, Sandlot
Right.
kids."
Help me, my Sandlot
and then
boys.
just the little tiny arms just start strangling him.
Okay, so De Nunez and Zero cut in half.
Yeah.
But Zero's corpse still has his hands around De Nunez's neck.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then Tommy crumples into himself.
Yeah.
Into a
An
mess.
endless loop of portals.
I'm thinking at this point, Stanley, caveman, sees Zero get cut in half.
Yeah.
And he goes, I was teaching that kid to read. And he flies into that rage, which we only see like once, maybe twice.
He does that rage from that Shia LaBeouf video where he tells you to do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He goes, just do it! And his jack arms
I
just
wish
like
somebody would
activate.
edit that video so he had Jack's arms while he was doing that.
His
but-
jack's arms, like, you see all the, like, maybe, like, steams coming out of him, like,
Oh, snap.
they're, like, getting pumped up.
Okay.
And he just starts sprinting out there.
Oh,
into
and
that-
who's
into
there?
that
It's
group
Benny
of
the
kids.
Jet Rodriguez.
Right, it's Benny the Jet.
So
He can run, but can he
Right.
Can he
Then
take
Benny-
Jack's arms?
Benny starts running, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's so fast. But Stanley's rage is building. And you know what he starts doing?
what?
He takes those arms and he starts, like, gorilla running.
Like Donkey Kong.
Yeah, he starts Donkey Kong, and he's just getting closer. And this will take us right back into actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf,
Oh yeah.
where he chases people just like that through the woods,
Yeah.
and he just hunts Benny down,
And just beats him to a pulp with his
just
Jack's arms.
beats him into a bloody pulp. He just eats him. He eats his
Yeah.
messed up buddy.
It's probably a good end for him because watching Sandlot, I was like, is Benny dead? And this is like his like fantasy?
Is it his like he
Like, okay,
like
think about
his what's it called?
Purgatory.
Purgatory.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. Like, all he does is get these kids together to play baseball, and all they do is play basebal by themselves. And then
Oh,
the
and
only
Smalls
thing
was like
that's
the newest kid to die because
Yeah.
Dennis Leary beat him to death.
serial killer.
the only thing that stops them is when they lose a ball, and guess what they get at the end of the movie? A bunch of baseballs.
Is Dennis Leary
That's like
gonna
their
kill
reward.
everyone?
Is
And
you
they
can
all
play
moved
baseball
away after
forever.
they all moved away after a few summers, and that was them transcending to the
Right,
next
'cause
plane.
they all fade away.
Oh fuck! I gotta throw my headphones off and scream into the heavens because we just figured out. We just figured out what Sandlot was
Right.
really about.
So he's beating Benny the Jet into a pulp, and then his body slowly fades away into the next astral plane.
So the D10 kids have been facing off against a bunch of ghosts.
Yeah,
then.
and Stanley can
so.
see ghosts.
These all the other D10 boys were like so confused about what was happening because they couldn't see any
They
of
just see
it.
floating weapons.
Okay,
But
no.
Benny
Benny
we
can be a
doing
ghost,
this?
but I don't know about them.
No, so he gets beaten to death. So who do we have left, Butler?
I think we have a defeated group. I think they see Benny die, and I don't. What do they do?
Yeah,
They got Squints,
Squints,
Smalls.
Smalls.
He only just has a black eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no weapons. We gave them all to the black hole, except for the halberd maybe laying on the ground.
They still have the
just-
halberd.
Just slowly expanding.
Right.
Okay. Well, no, I think he's getting beaten to death. He's getting punched to death, and I think Smalls comes up and just fucking halberds caveman
Dang.
while he's like beating him to a pulp.
Cuts off his Jack's arms.
Cuts off his Jack's arms, hands them to Yeah.
Just has
Okay.
metal sticks, basically.
Yeah, they're super heavy.
They're baseball bats now. The tide is just turned.
Dang.
Yeah, and Squints pick up their baseball bat arms, and fucking Smalls has a halberd, and they're on the hunt now. And who do you guys have left?
We got X-Ray. We got Armpit.
Right.
Magnet
Magnet.
is wounded.
X-Ray's also wounded.
Yeah, X-Ray got wounded by the
Yeah,
halberd.
X-Ray's wounded, and then Zigzag is burnt to a crisp.
He's dead. He got
he's
set
done.
on fire
Yeah.
twice.
And he shot all his potatoes. He's just
Yeah.
done.
Okay, so we got 3 kids versus your 3 kids, right?
Right.
Oh, snap. And what do your kids have left?
Nunchucks, web shooter, portal gun, noisy cricket.
We have 2 baseball bats.
And a halberd.
All right, so they just spread out and start running at you guys. What are you going to do?
I mean, Magnet
think
has
it's-
gotten pretty good at that noisy cricket at
Yeah.
this point.
But how much ammo does that fucking gun have?
How much ammo does
Energy
Smith and
weapon, I
Wesson
don't know.
have?
Well, he fired all the bullets and they got sucked into a black hole.
That
The
gun
answer is
gone.
infinite.
I think the Jack's arms are so powerful that they could probably bat away some noisy cricket shots.
No.
I'm not buying it.
Okay, fine.
I'm thinking, you know what? They come up on him, and I'm thinking, even though
There's something that we haven't talked about, Joey, and that's that the noisy cricket's so powerful it blows back a grown man.
Yeah, because he's not ready for it.
Okay.
Will Smith in that movie is not a hardened criminal.
all right, bring it back. So
Okay.
X-ray, they come up on him, and maybe they're beating one of them. I don't know, armpit. He was stumbling around. He's fat. Ha ha ha. You know,
He's
those
got web
movies.
shooters.
Right, he's trying, but he's just like, woo. Anyway, so then X-ray's like, nah. And he goes up to yeah or somebody, and he's like, that's my bat, because it's the small bat. And just takes it out of his hand and throws it on the ground, and then just starts beating him, just regular
Oh, it doesn't even like
street brawl.
nunchuck him.
Right, because, you know, he's great at just like taking items out of people's hands
Right.
and just throwing them to the ground,
Yeah.
and then immediately just calling them, I don't know, a bitch, and then just wailing, just
Okay.
regular street fight, like he
Right.
just whatever. He's got one arm, maybe that nunchucks, but
Sweet nunchucks.
the point is he starts bullying. Yeah.
Okay. And that's when Squint steps up and it's like, I've kissed an older woman. And then he just beats X-Ray to death.
Okay, thanks, Mance.
Cool. All right. So what are we down to?
Smalls, Squints, and what, Armpit?
Armpit and magnet.
Okay.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I think that Magnet probably blows one of them away.
Yeah, dog.
Smalls will be last, I think. So I think he blows away.
Squints?
Squints does this with his glasses. He like, oh, what's that? And he like takes his glasses off.
To clean them?
Takes a long time. Yeah. Puts them back on just in time to just have his head explode.
Yeah.
From noisy cricket.
Yeah. He puts on his glass. He starts to put on his glasses. His head blows off, but his hand's still complete in the air.
It's like
and
a
it just
cartoon.
falls over. Yeah.
Put the glasses on nothing and it falls onto his neck.
Falls over.
And then there's just a volcano of blood. You know,
Yeah.
That's really
All right,
good.
we're down to a 1v1.
Okay, so it's a noisy
Noisy
cricket
cricket
via
versus a-
halberd.
Wait, I thought we had two guys.
Yeah.
No,
Armpit,
X-Ray died. Oh.
Armpit's still hanging around with his
Yeah.
portal gun and his web,
Web
shooter.
shooters.
Oh,
Oh, fuck. Okay.
That halberd's a big ass target.
You're right. So they web. Okay. Ooh. So they web his halberd away. He is weaponless. And then they just walk away. And as they're walking away, the Dennis Leary's pass him all. And it kind of just fades out as the Dennis Leary's approach Smalls.
And surround him slowly.
Stake in hand.
Slowly pull out stakes from their back pocket.
And Armpit Magnet just go get that pile of cash.
Yeah. Just fuck this, we're out. Magnet says, oh, my hands are like magnets. I gotta get this cash.
And then he magnetizes the Jack's arms to him.
Well, except for that last part, yes.
Maybe he takes the jack arms because he's maybe Magnet's going around and grabbing every weapon that's
Ooh,
still
yeah.
left on the battlefield.
Yeah.
So he's got Jack's arms. He grabs maybe that webbed up halberd.
he takes a 20.
takes
a
a
20.
slick 20.
He takes one Dennis Leary. No,
Armpit's collecting all the cooked steaks.
Yeah.
right.
All right. And then, yeah,
so-
Smalls is, you just hear his screams from the distance.
Right. I'm thinking the guy. So they, they're walking away. You just see Smalls in the distance. The sun's fading, and then you just hear like, "No, I disappointed you." And then maybe
Bill,
the
I
boys-
mean Dad, I mean, ah!
Yeah, the boy. Bill, no. They take one last look back, shoot that portal gun. You don't really see where, and they just slip into the portal with sly little smiles on their faces because they got that bag of money.
Oh,
And then you just hear, dig it all, dig. Dig it all, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So the D10 boys won through this extremely convoluted thing that we just did. You know what? We're experimenting with stuff, and that was one of the first experiments. And I'm sure this podcast has gone on way too long, so let's go ahead and wrap it up real quick. Colin, thank you so much for coming on again.
No problem. Thanks
being
for
our
having
guest. Make sure to visit Colin's Instagram, HippoHead Forge.
Yeah.
Check out his weps, his pics, his vids.
Yep. Check out those hot pics.
Yeah, and if you're interested in a weapon from him, you can email him and see if he's available.
Yeah, you can try.
Because when this episode comes out, he might have open spots, he might not. So just give it a shot. Or just,
if you want a web shooter, hit me up.
If you want him to forge you a portal gun.
If you want me to forge you a Dennis Leary, you let me know.
How long do you think it would take you to forge a Dennis Leary?
Holding a portal gun.
A lifetime.
Oh.
But it would be worth it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. Thank you again for coming on, man. We
No
really
problem.
appreciate you.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, of course. You can find all of our episodes at our website, vrtcast.com. Feel free to email us, vrtcast@gmail.com, and tell us what a great job we did with all these little boys killing each other. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, of course, iTunes,
Google Podcasts,
Google
SoundCloud,
Podcasts,
Stitcher.
MySpace.
Not on MySpace.
I'll make a new profile, be friends with Tom.
Okay.
Tom's out, dog.
Oh snap! I don't want to get into this again. No, Tom's never out. Yeah. Thank you so much for listening again this week. You guys ready to just get out of here?
Yeah.
Go watch Sandlot 2 and Sandlot Heading Home. That one involves time travel.
Good.
What the fuck
Wait,
did you
what?
say to me?
Yeah. The third Sandlot movie. It's like a grown baseball player, man. And, like, he's kind of a dick. But he gets sent back in time to when he was a kid and maybe learns a lesson or two to help him become a good person.
I mean, in Holes, there was magic, all right?
There was
gypsy magic and luck and all this. And he could see ghosts. I mean...
Why can't there be time travel?
Why not?
So, and Michael Squints Palladores is in that movie, too. What? I read. So, well...
Doesn't surprise me.
That actor, he has nothing.
I'll check it out on Crackle.
Broken home, broken family. No. All right, guys. Let's go away and watch that third Sandlot movie. I'm Nick Potter.
I'm Joey Potter.
Colin Sage.
Charlie Carter.
And it hasn't just been real. It's been very real.